Kids and animals are really cute when they're together. When a little girl put on makeup to look like her dog, her mom thought it was really sweet. But what the dog did afterward was amazing. Raising a toddler on your own can be tough, especially when your child is full of curiosity and every little thing seems like a great idea. That was the challenge Lena faced with her 2-year-old daughter, Riley. Riley loved exploring, playing in the garden, building forts with cushions and furniture, and having wild playtime with their family dog, Francisco. Their family consisted of just Lena, Riley, and Francisco, but they were a close-knit team and had built a happy life together. Lena worked hard to provide for her daughter, balancing her job with being a great mom to Riley. They enjoyed daily walks with Francisco, letting him run around in the park while Riley played, and Lena relaxed. It was a simple but joyful life. Riley was a good girl, though, and despite her high spirits, she never got into any trouble or caused too much fuss. Lena knew that her little girl really was the perfect kind of daughter, one that most mothers would dream of having. But one day, Riley did something that shocked her mother and left Lena in fits of laughter, filming a video that would soon go viral and thrust the adorable little girl into stardom. But what was it that Riley did to cause such a reaction? One of Riley's passions was dressing up and make-believe. She loved to use her imagination and often came up with fantastical games to play by herself. To say that she was only a toddler at the time, Lena marveled at her daughter's ingenuity when it came to play and imagination. She had a wardrobe filled with all kinds of fancy dress outfits, from Disney princesses to builders, nurses, teachers, and even pilots. She loved pretending. Lena was a little worried about her daughter having no brothers or sisters to keep her company, and it's part of the reason why she got Francisco the dog. But it seemed as if Riley didn't care about that. She was more than happy to engage in her passions and have a fun time on her own. That's why Lena was happy to just let her daughter go off upstairs into her bedroom and have fun by herself. She would, of course, go and check on Riley every now and again, but for the most part, Riley was happy in her own company, playing in her little world of make-believe. It was one of Lena's favorite things about her daughter, and she was even a little envious of how the young girl was able to escape and just live a new play life whenever she wanted to. But what Lena didn't know was that Riley was about to take that play world to the next level in the most extraordinary and hilarious way imaginable. Lena was busy tidying up downstairs, cleaning up all the mess that Riley and Francisco had left behind. It seemed to be a non-stop task of vacuuming, picking up, wiping down, washing, cleaning, and generally making the place look spotless again. Francisco kept running around and yapping shrilly, annoying Lena. So she went to the kitchen and filled his bowl with dry food. The clearly hungry little dog dove head first into the food and started chomping it down, enjoying each and every mouthful. But suddenly, Lena noticed it was a little too quiet upstairs. She couldn't hear Riley playing or any kind of noise at all, really. Frowning a little, she went to the bottom of the stairs and called up to her daughter. Usually, the noisy and adventurous girl would shout something back, but there was no reply this time. Starting to get a little concerned, Lena slowly walked up the stairs and noticed that her bedroom door was slightly ajar. Usually, Riley was happy to play in her bedroom where all her toys and games were, so it would be unusual to go venturing into any other rooms. Pushing the door fully open and walking into her bedroom, Lena froze in her tracks at what she saw. It wasn't anything terrifying or scary, nor was it something that she could ever have predicted or expected. What Lena saw was Riley proudly sat on the floor next to the bed surrounded by all of Lena's makeup, from bronzers, eyeshadows, and eyeliner to lipstick and concealer. It seemed like every bit of makeup that you could think of was spread out across the bedroom floor. All of this makeup was worth a couple of $100, so naturally, Lena was annoyed that Riley had got it all out and was playing with it as if it were some kind of toy. But Leanna's anger and frustration melted away as she slowly looked from the makeup to her daughter's face. It seemed that Riley had decided that she wanted to try on some makeup for herself. She had covered her eyes with thick black eyeshadow, and it looked as if she had two serious black eyes. The look was indeed very strange, and Leanna couldn't help but laugh at what she saw. The ridiculousness of the situation outweighed her anger and frustration, and in fits of laughter, Lena pulled out her phone and started recording her little girl's latest messy adventure. Riley beamed at the camera, clearly happy with her handiwork. She also looked a little relieved that her mother was not angry, and actually found the whole situation quite funny. Lena couldn't even bring herself to stop Riley as she continued applying makeup to her own face, and even put one little strategically placed black spot right on the tip of her nose. To say that Riley's look was comical would be an absolute understatement. Between her fits of laughter, Lena asked Riley why she had put makeup on like that, and the answer made her mother laugh even harder. Riley explained that she wanted to look like Francisco the dog. The black circles around her eyes were meant to be representative of the black circles around the eyes of the adorable little animal. And what made it funnier to her mother was that she actually did look very much like their dog. She had got the color shade and even the shape of the spots just right. But the big question was, how would Francisco react when he saw Riley's new look? Would he be flattered, or would he be bemused and perplexed by the girl's strange change of appearance? Lena could still hear the animal happily chomping away at his food downstairs, no doubt making some mess, so she called for the dog. She could hear the tip-taps of Francisco's feet as he got closer and closer until he finally arrived and walked into the bedroom. As soon as he saw Riley, he stopped in his tracks, just like Lena did at first. Francisco looked confused and didn't know why the little girl looked so different. He tilted his head and looked at Riley, who was giggling happily. He knew something was different, but he didn't seem to mind. Instead, he seemed curious and happy. He looked at the girl and then at her mom, as if asking for an explanation. This made the mom laugh even more. It was a very cute moment. But then something clicked in Francisco's mind, and he realized it was all just for fun. He playfully jumped at Riley, licked her face, and wanted to play. He may not have fully understood why Riley's face had changed, but he was clearly having a good time. Maybe he even liked the change. So, as Leanna watched, Francisco and Riley laughed, ran, and played together. It showed how strong the bond between a pet and their owner can be, strong and adorable. What did you think of this heartwarming story? How would you react if your child used expensive makeup to look like the family dog? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.